Welcome everyone. In this video we are going to learn the basics of index and match functions. And using these two functions we can create a nested function index and match which has an edge over Vlookup. We can compare index and match to a GPS system. Match function is used to get the location of a value in an array, while index function is used to fetch the value used in an array using the location or coordinates we give. Let's start with match function. First thing we have to know about match function is that it operates in one way, either vertically or horizontally, I mean column wise or row wise. The syntax for match function is equals match lookup value in the array for which you have to find the location. Lookup array in which you have to find the value, and match type, which is similar to what we use in Vlookup, that is exact match or approximate match. First let's try to find the location of the value in a column. In this column, if I am trying to find the location of the value Johnson, this is how I use match function, equals match lookup value Johnson and this column and exact match. In this column Johnson appears second and Excel throws us the value 2. And when we are trying to use this row wise to find the value south, in this row equals match south, their row and exact match. This is how we can find a location of a cell. As already mentioned, match is a one-way traffic. It doesn't apply when we have both rows and columns. For example, in a matrix like this, if we are trying to find a location, match doesn't help. For example, let's take this one, and if I am trying to find the location of 7 in this array, Excel throws error. So match function is used to fetch the location of a value in an array of one selected row or one selected column. Next we can move to index function. Index function is used to find the value in an array using the coordinates we give. Let's say rows or latitudes and columns or longitudes. For a given latitude and longitude, the index function brings the value in the array. The syntax for index function is equals index array, that is the array from which we have to fetch the value, and row number and then column number. Let's take this 3 by 3 matrix. From this matrix I want to fetch the value of the third row and second column, and to use the index function, here we go, index array, this 3 by 3 matrix, and the row number is 3 and the column number is 2, close brackets, and it gives the value 2. In this matrix, third row and second column is this one, which matches. Before moving on to using index and match, let's discuss the difficulty we face in Vlookup. We all love using Vlookup and we have always used it in our daily Excel works. But the major drawback with Vlookup is that we cannot fetch the data given of a given Vlookup value to its left. We can take this example. It's a monthly sales detail and commission that we have paid to various employees, and if you are trying to fetch the commission value paid to each employee, we can use Vlookup value from employee to commission, freeze it, column index 6 and exact match. Vlookup comes in handy in this case to fetch the commission value. But for using VLOOKUP, Excel wants us to maintain two conditions. The lookup value must be at the first column of the array, and the value that we wish to fetch must be to the right side of the lookup value. This is why we cannot find the value of division of each employee. Usually we copy this and paste and use VLOOKUP in our daily course. But when the data is large, we prefer not to copy and paste, which may result in affecting other operation in an Excel. So this is where we use index and match. As already mentioned, match is used to fetch the location of a value in an array. Index is used to fetch the value of a given location in an array. For understanding, let's start with finding out the division of the employees using index and match. So here we go. Index and array. The important thing is when you are selecting the array, don't forget to select the column headers, and if you have row headers, that too. So the entire array has to be selected and freeze it, and now we have to give the coordinates. For coordinates we are using match function. So match function, match, and I am looking up the value of, I am looking up the location of Alata in the employee column. So the lookup value is Alata, and for making copy paste easier, I am freezing the columns. And the lookup array is that particular column employee, and I am freezing it, and match type is 0, that is exact match. Now since we have given the row number, next we have to give the column number. For column number, match again, and now the lookup value is the column header. The important thing that we have to keep in our mind using index and match function is that the column header which we are giving as a lookup value should match with the column header used in the raw data. In this case, division should match with the division in the division header should match with the column header in the array. If here we have given just div and we are trying to find out the division, the match function doesn't work. So here I have to give the division exactly as it matches in the column header in the raw data, and I am freezing the row number, and the lookup array is the column header row, and I am freezing that, and exact match. Close the brackets, and Aleta's division is south. So we can copy this, paste it to find the division of all the employees, and also we can copy this to paste commission column to find the commission of each employee. This is how we overcome the problems with VLOOKUP using index and match function. Now thank you for watching this video. For more such videos, subscribe to our channel and get Excelified.